Right, number 60 is asking us to find the domain of the function. Whenever I see a question that asks that, I think, okay, what can the x value not be? All right, now, before I talk about 60, let's talk about all of them. What can the x value not be? Now I'm going to pick on ones that has a restriction on it, like number 57. What can the t not be? What can I not plug in the t? A 0. So your domain is going to be all numbers except for 0. And if you want to write that and with interval notation, it would look like this. From negative infinity to 0, not including 0. And then you're going to combine that with not including 0 all the way to positive infinity. That would be all real numbers or all real numbers except for 0 for number 57. Now look at this one right here. You see the square root? What can I not put into square roots? Negative. Now, a square root is an even root. It has a 2 right there. Okay, it's an even root. You cannot plug in negatives to even roots. So, for example, on this one right here, I cannot plug a 5 in because 5 minus 10 would be negative 5, and I can't have a square root of negative 5. That would be an imaginary number. So, that's my restriction right there. Actually, can I plug in a 10? 10 minus 10 is 0. Can I take the square root of 0? Absolutely. So it looks like I can plug in a 10, and it looks like I think I can plug in anything after 10. Can I plug in anything that's bigger than 10? Yeah, so I put infinity. And then you guys said I could plug in 10, so I'm going to put a bracket around that one. So that would be the domain for 59. So what you're doing here is you're looking for numbers that you cannot plug into the function. So let's look at this one right here, just this fraction right here. What can I not plug into that denominator? Negative 2. What can I not plug into that denominator? 0. So you can plug in anything you want except for 2 or negative 2 and 0. Look at this tricky one right here. This one has a square root and an x on the bottom. So what can I not plug in the square roots again? Negative numbers. And what can I not plug in to the denominators? 0. So can I plug 0 into this one? No. Because what's the square root of 0? 0. Can I be dividing by 0?
Nope.
No. So this one, that your domain would actually be all positive numbers. So let's go over back to number 60. What can I not plug into an odd root?
You put everything?
Everything. Yeah, so number 60, the answer is all real numbers. That would be your domain. So that's negative infinity to positive infinity. That's it. So you got to look for the limiting operators in each of these functions. Even root is a limiting operator. You can't have negatives inside of there. A division, a rational, that's a limiting operator too, because you can't have 0 on the denominators of those. So you just have to find the limiting operators, and that's how you would find the domain of your function.